Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to take care of yeast infection. Now yeast infection affects millions of women right across the globe. Men also have yeast infection, but more so visible in women. What I'm going to do for you today, I'm going to show you a quick and easy homemade remedy that you can use to get rid of the yeast infection. Now make sure that you consult your doctor before you attempt to use any form of a remedy. Okay, make sure you know exactly what is going on with you before you use home remedies. Now that that is out of the way and you want a quick and easy and effective remedy that you can use on your yeast infection, come with me to the kitchen and I'll show you how to whip this up in no time.
Now what I'm going to do for you first, I'm going to make the solution and then I'm going to show you 3 different ways in which you can use the solution. So to begin, you're going to need some threads, a jar for storing your solution, and you want a jar with a tight cover. You're going to need some garlic, which is the main ingredient, and you're going to need some olive oil. You can also choose to use some avocado oil. And you're also going to need some tea tree essential oil. Now the very first thing that we want to do, we want to sterilize everything. So you're going to need a pot since we're going to be doing some boiling. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my jar in my pot. Depending on what thread you're using, you're going to put the thread in the pot also. Now here is something optional. I have a pin or a needle. Depending on which application you choose, you might need a pin or a needle, okay? So we're just going to put this in the pot also. So what we're going to do, and just for demonstration purpose only, I'm using my kettle, which is filled with boiling water. And I'm going to pour this in the pot. And then I suggest that you place this on the stove top and you boil this for about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Once this is done, you know everything is totally sterilized. I'm also going to stick my knife in it since I'm going to be using my knife to cut the garlic. All right, so now let's put this to boil 10 to 15 minutes. And then when it is done, we're going to take our knife and we're going to start with the garlic. You're going to make sure to sterilize your cutting board also. I'm just going to do a shortcut here today. And I'm going to use my saran wrap and cover my cutting board. So now here we have some garlic. Now what I'm going to do with the garlic, I'm going to extract the garlic cloves. For those of you who are going to be doing the third method of application, you're going to need a whole garlic like this one. A nice medium size clove garlic, okay? For everyone else, you're going to be chopping garlic, so any size will do, all right? So now that my knife is totally sterilized, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be chopping the garlic in small pieces. Now, one of the reasons why we are chopping the garlic, because when you chop this garlic up and you set it aside for a couple minutes or so, the garlic is going to release an ingredient. And I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys to see what it is. And that is what is making the garlic active in getting rid of the yeast infection. Okay, so after chopping this garlic like this, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna fold this paper like this. You can choose a rolling pin for this, but I'm just gonna use a bottle and I'm gonna pound in the garlic like this. I'm just crushing the garlic, okay? There's other method of crushing garlic, but I just choose to do it the old-fashioned way today. All right? So now that the garlic is crushed, we are going to set it aside. But before we set it aside, remember we boiled our bottle. And this is still a little hot, so I'm looking for my pin. Make sure it is cool before you dig in. So I'm taking my pin. And remember those 2 cloves of garlic that I leave out for the 3rd application? What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my pin and I'm just going to stick them all over. Just stick the garlic all over, making fine holes in the garlic cloves, okay? So I'm just sticking it all over. And if you don't like the smell of garlic, too bad. I personally really don't mind it. All right, so now that we have crushed garlic, our 2 cloves of garlic nicely sticked, guess what we're gonna do with this? We are just gonna put this away, and I'm gonna leave it out for about an hour or 2, maybe 3 hours. And then by then, my bottles and stuff will be cooled. Then I'm gonna come back and show you how to put this together. I'm gonna reach for my crushed garlic, and let's put these 2 to the side. We could always rest them on the thread. The thread is totally sterilized. And I'm gonna pour my crushed garlic in the jar, like I'm showing here. I'm gonna reach for my olive oil, and I'm gonna pour about a 1/4 cup of olive oil in this. About a 1/4 cup. Now you can choose to pour more or you could choose to pour less. However, the honest truth is you really do not need more than this. And next we're reaching for our tea tree oil. Now guys, if you do not have tea tree oil, not to worry. This solution alone will get the job done. However, if you have the tea tree oil, it just means that you're kicking this up a notch, okay? All right, so we're gonna pour, I'm gonna do about 10 drops of the tea tree oil in. And I'm not trying to tell you that this is gonna be a pleasant smell. It's not, but it's very effective. And that is what is most important. So we're gonna mix again. We're mixing olive oil, tea tree oil, and garlic, crushed garlic. And once you give this a mix like this, what you're gonna do next, you're gonna take your cover and you're gonna cover this, and you're gonna put it aside for at least 24 hours. Remember the 2 cloves of garlic that we put aside? Guess what we're gonna be doing with this? For the brave of heart, what I like to do with the card right here, I like to make a knot. Now, look how big this knot is. You want a knot as big as this. Now, once you have a knot like this, you're going to string your needle. Make sure to go straight in the center, not to the side. If you go close to the side, what will happen? The garlic will split. So you want to string the garlic smack dead in the center like I'm showing here. Then you pull the garlic like this, and look what you have here. Here you have the extra string. Now I don't want you to pull the knot all the way down to the garlic. What I want you to do is to leave a little piece of the string like this and leave the extra string at the bottom. And this string that you leave at the bottom, you're also going to make a knot. But you do want a long enough string, a very long string, okay? You don't want a small piece of string. So leave your little edge right here like this with your knot, a nice big knot. And then you have another knot down here, but you need a long string like this. So what you're going to do with this, and before I show you how to use this, what you're going to do with this after you make 1 or 2 of these strings, you're going to dip it in the solution. Now guys, if you're going to try the string method, you don't need to chop garlic. All you need to do is to mix the tea tree oil with some olive oil, string your garlic like this, place it in the tea tree oil and the olive oil, and that is what you're going to use. So now that we have our string garlic in our olive oil and tea tree oil, let me show you how to use for best result. So now it has been over 24 hours and our remedy is ready to use. Now, the longer you have this is the stronger it's going to get. Now, the first way to use this remedy is with sanitary napkins. Okay, for those of you who can only use the sanitary napkins, this is what you're going to use. So you're going to open your napkin like this, and don't peel the back off as yet. All right, and you're going to take your solution and you're going to make sure to shake it. Always shake. Okay, now once you do that, you're going to take a little of the solution, not the garlic. I mean, you could leave some garlic on it if you want to, but you're going to take the solution and you're going to spread it across, all the way across, and be generous with it. I like to just take it and fold it and rub it like this and soak it. Once you completely saturate your shield with the solution, you're simply going to remove it, place it where you normally place it, and you're going to wear it overnight. Upon arising in the morning, you're going to take it off. You're going to discard it. You're going to wash. And you can choose to use a new one in the day if you want. If not, you can choose to wear this only at night. You're going to get the result in 3 days or less, just the same. And that is one way of using the remedy, which is very, very easy to use like this. Now, for those of you who do not like these, and you feel like that don't work, you need these. So what you're going to do, you're going to open one of these, and look at that. This is already ready for you, right? So you're going to take this, and you want to do this about an hour or two before you're ready to use it. And you're going to stick this down in the solution like that. And you're going to leave it there for an hour for it to soak up the remedy. Now, as you all know, what is inside this is actually cotton. So when you put this in the solution, the cotton in this, look at that, is going to soak it up. And see, this already starts soaking, okay? So you make sure it is soaked. And you can give it a little push start like this if you want, but this alone have enough on the tip of it already. So once it is completely soaked with the solution, you're going to take it up and you're going to use it just the way you normally do, doing your regular insertion, go to bed, sleep with it, up on the rise, and you take it out just like normal. And guess what? You are good to go. You can choose to put another one in for the daytime, or you can choose to wait until the night again to use a second one. All right, now I like this method, but a lot of you don't use this. So for those of you who don't use this, you definitely use this one. Now for the people that really think that you want a direct application, okay, you're gonna use the string method. And this is like the oldest method, okay? The honest truth is, the string method is the method my grandma taught me. These two methods are the one I came up with. I modernized it, okay? So these are the one I came up with, which works really, really well. And this is the string method. So what you're going to do with the string method, I already explained to you how to leave the extra edge out and, you know, an extra long string. So what you're going to do, you're going to do the same insertion, and you're going to hold the garlic like this. It's going to be oily, and that's good. Hold it like this, and you're going to push it in. Use your finger and push it as far as you can in. And look what is going to happen. You're going to have your string. Now guys, do not hold all the way down to the bottom of the string to pull. What you're going to do when you're going to pull, you're going to go as close as possible all the way up to the string, and you're going to pull. Now, when you're tugging at this, you see, you're tugging. Each time you tug and you get a little length, you go a little closer, and then you pull. And that way, you're going to be able to get this out whole without it falling apart. Okay, make sure to follow. When it comes on to the rest of your solution, you can keep it on the countertop. You can keep it in a dark area for up to 6 weeks. The longer you keep this, the better it's going to be. So if you have some, you know, you could share it with your friends or whatever. It's going to be good for 6 weeks. Just do not contaminate it by sticking anything dirty or your dirty hand in it. Make sure everything is clean and sterilized. So just to recap, guys, we have this method. We have this method. And we also have the string method. So there you have 3 ways to use your solution. Pick and choose whichever way is more suitable and is more convenient to you. This remedy has been tested, tried, proven to work in 3 days. It's no joke. It get the job done. The problem that we were having with it is the application for some people. So now that we have 3 ways of applying this, everyone should be comfortable, because there should be a way that everyone could get to use this amazing natural homemade remedy that is going to clear things up within 3 days.